Hi everyone, it's Eileen from There's a Crafty Idea, and I am back with another part of our lovely sewing journal. So I've had an idea of a nice little envelopey type pocket that I want to make. So what I've done is, these are just little coin envelopes. I'll just take these bits out. I've been measuring things up. They're just the normal ones, and these are the ones that you would put your dinner money in, and or the kids' dinner money in, and pop it in the knapsack and they take it to school and hand it in. So I got a little pack of these. So what I've done is I've got some little bits of stuff, just bits of ephemera and that, and I'm gonna stick them to the page as little envelopes. So I'm just gonna, let me just get this folded. There we go, there we are. So it'll be like a little envelope that you can pop your things in. And first thing I want to do is get it distressed. I'm not going to bother distressing that, and I'll show you why in a minute. But I want to get a little bit of colour onto it, because as much as these have been coffee dyed, I did try to put some colour into them, and they didn't really accept the coffee very well. They kept the same almost grey tone colour, but that's okay, because once we've got our bits on, it's going to be really nice. Okay, so the first thing I want to do is cover this flap, because this has got like the sticky on, and I don't want that sticking down in our journal. So I've just cut out a piece of the pattern book, and what I'm going to do is I'm going to stick it so that that's going to cover the inside of the label. So the inside of the flap, sorry. Right, glue stick. So we'll get our glue stick out. This is why I didn't bother distressing that flap, because it's going to be covered. So lots of glue. Now I'm going to have to be careful popping this in, because I want it to go down, and we've got to get it lined up, and I don't want it skew-iff, and that's a bit skew-iff. Let's try again. Bearing in mind I don't want the glue to go off either. There, that's better. It's not perfect, but it'll do. So we'll give that a really good squish down, and then I'm simply going to cut round it. And this way, it needs a little bit more glue. That's okay, we can do that. This way our flap will not be boring, and it'll look nice, and it'll have the pattern paper on that lovely vintage pattern packet. Right, put a little bit more glue on there. There we go, and that's that. Now let's make sure it folds. Now we can distress it. There we are. And then I want to just fold over that crease, because if something's been distressed, it's been distressed where it gets used. That looks nice, I like that. Now that's much cuter than it was. So let's do another one. And these are just the, you know, the packets from the patterns. These are just the bits that I'd cut off of them, and you can see the curling, and some of them are getting ready to split. That one has split a bit. Once you get the glue on, that's going to be fine, and it'll save those bits of pattern, which are, you know, they're valuable pieces of ephemera. And some of these are, well, they're from the 60s, so what, that's 60 years old. I wish I looked as good at 60. Frayed around the edges with a few lines and cracks. That sounds good to me for 60. Okay. Now let's see. Again, we just want to manipulate it in. And I want it to go down a little ways, because when I put things in these, I don't want it getting caught up on any edges. And it's a little bit of a fiddly job, but there we go. That's it. And then we're just going to cut round there, And these, you can pick these packets up everywhere, these little envelopes. I mean, there's a little hardware store in our local city, and they sell all sorts of little bits and pieces like this. They even sell the old telephone message pads, which I love, and I've been meaning to pick them up, but obviously the place is shut at the minute. But when everything opens up, I will pop in and get some of them because I like them. But yeah, I just picked them up from there. I mean, for some, they were like £1 for 50 or something. They're not expensive, and they make a nice little piece of ephemera in your journal. And you know, you don't have to break the bank to make a journal. That's a bit sticky. Let's get a new one. And there's another journaling card, and I like these ones because they're nice and big and they've got all this lovely yellowing around the edges. So let's just do these two first and then we can move on to those two. And what I picked up was, I had a little scrap of this doily, you know, the doilies that are scanned digitally, and I wanted to use that because I don't want to waste such a lovely little scrap, and I thought it'll just be a nice kind of backgroundy decoration for our little envelopes. Oh, that looks lovely with the distressing on, doesn't it? Very nice. And I thought that could go there in that corner. Okay. Waste not, want not, as my mum used to say. Well, she still does. There we go. I like that. That's nice. I really am going to have to get those packs done and put on Etsy because they are lovely. And I know that if you're anything like me, I love playing with different patterns, and especially anything that's vintage in origin. Let's see if these are nice. I've got some lovely ones as well. Actually, I think I've got about 3 bags of them now because our local vintage shop had a sale on, and they packaged them up in bundles with vintage fabrics and linens and laces, and so I bought a couple of packs, so I've got loads. So I was saying to my husband, I'm gonna get them packaged up in little bundles and pop them on the Etsy, but I'll let you know when I'm doing that, because really they are absolutely gorgeous. And you just, when it comes to vintage linens, I mean, oh, they're just amazing. Right, let's just pop the top on that glue while we decide what else we're going to do. Got all sorts of bits and pieces here. I wanted to keep them for the others. I was thinking maybe, let's see what we've got. Where are we? Maybe best in fashion, make it yours. I like that. And then what's that one? Vogue pattern service, New York, London, Toronto and Sydney. That's nice. I like that. It needs a little something. It needs a little something behind it. Let's see. I don't want to use fabric because I don't want these to be dead bulky. Tell you what I didn't do. Were you shouting at me? I bet you were. Right, okay. That's better. I do like that, but it needs a little something else, doesn't it? I wonder if we did have some of that lovely pattern paper that we were using, and I know I've put it down somewhere close and now I can't think where I've put it. Oh, I found my fabric flip, which I've been looking for, and also more of the doily, so we can use some of that on something else. Aha! Found it. Right, so this was that nice pattern sewing paper. will it match? That's the thing. Will it match? And I've only got these little scraps. No, I'm not going to do that. So what will I do? We've got these. And I did want to use those. So we could use that and that with that. Yeah, kind of like that. Yeah, okay. Let's get these inked up. These are just on paper. Again, these were the ones that I got out of those vintage craft magazines that I'd had stored at the back of the cupboard for years. And they did come with that paper pack that I used. I used some of it in collage. So they do kind of match the colours, and of course the green is going to go. And I want to cover up both those flowers, so if I put it kind of over a bit. Now I'm going to very, very carefully, because this is quite damaged, just going to give it a little distress. It doesn't need huge amounts because it's already distressed. But where I've cut it, you can see where the paper is just a clean edge. I don't like that, so there we go. Okay, now let's get some glue on. I think those paper packs that I found were a godsend, because I bought all those lovely collage papers from Artsology, which have been amazing. But I think they were quite well themed, solid pattern but themed, the ones from the magazines, and that really worked well with the collage, as well as the ones from Artsology. Did I use the ones from Artsology? I intended to, but I didn't, because we had enough of those lovely pattern papers, didn't we? That's right. So there you go. Right. Okay. Wouldn't it be cool if someone from New York, London, Toronto or Sydney bought this? There we are. Yeah, I like that. Skewy as usual, but I don't care. It's good, it's good. Right, this one is slightly big. So do I cut it down into 2 pieces, which would be smaller? Because I think it's just a little bit too big. Right, I'm going to cut it into 2 pieces. Right, I think we'll put Best in Fashion aside and we'll use Make It Yours. Yeah, I like that. Okay, very careful. See, once you get the glue on, the paper's fine, but it is very vintage, so got to be very careful. Right, let's get this one dust up. I'm going to just give that a little bit. There we go. I was sitting on the patio this morning, I'm listening to the birds again, and I was sitting on the patio this morning after I woke up, and I just thought, oh, I'll just go and have some fresh air, because you know it's hard to wake up some days. So I thought I'll go and sit and have some fresh air because it's such a lovely day. And we've got a little bird box on the back of the house, and we've had some little I thought they were blue tits, but my husband says no, they're great tits, and I was like, no, the blue. So we've had this discussion. Anyway, there's some kind of little bird, and they're beautiful, and they've had the little bird box full of little chirpy, gangly little chicks, and this morning while I was sitting on the patio, I could hear the parents sitting in the tree nearby trilling and trilling and trilling away, trying to get these little chicks to come out, and no no sign of the chicks yet. So I sat and watched for an hour, and then my daughter got up and she was sitting for a while, and we've been keep checking on them all day, and no, they still haven't fledged. Like, yous have got to come out of there sometime. Right, they look okay. I like them, they're nice. Yes, very nice. Now I was going to make 2 lots of these, so we can put 1 lot in the front and 1 lot in the back, but we did put that extra pocket in, so I might save these for another one. I'm going to put them to the side because I haven't decided fully yet whether that's what I'm going to do. So we might still make them ones. Ooh, drop everything, why don't you? But we've got those ones and we can pop them into the book. Let's find somewhere for them. So the pocket that we popped in, that was an extra pocket, where was it? It was the flip out pocket. So I wanted to balance that up in the second journal, and I thought these would kind of do that. Let's see, and that's how we're going for. Do we have much in the back of this one? We do not. So we could kind of put them in the back, couldn't we? We could have them sitting in there, or oh, I like them on there because the green of this brings out the green of the graph paper. Now, the other decision we need to make is they're just going to be glued flat to the page, or do we want them to be top pockets as well? Because we could have them being pockets both ways. Decisions. You know what? I'm going to make them top pockets, and then if we use them, we use them. If we don't, we don't. It's not going to hurt anything. So let's get some glue on. We're going to lose this bit at the front, but that's okay. We know it's there. So let's just go around 3 sides. And there we go. Let's get that positioned. Because this is graph paper that I'm putting on, I can kind of use the lines so that I get it straight. Yay! Right, I'm just going to hold that because it's right on the spine. There we go. And then that'll be a top pocket and a nice envelope for putting bits in. And we'll make some nice tags to go in there. So let's do this as well. And there we go. And these are just the perfect size for these pages. Just holding everything down for a moment. Sorry, I've got the book halfway down. There we are. Perfect. And they are going to make nice little, yeah, that close is lovely. Nice little envelopes and pockets. Yeah, I like that. That's nice. That's nice. Okay, so there's another page done. Right. Now I promised you that I'm going to leave this to dry. I promised you that I was going to show you the bits that I got cut out from the collage. So let's have a look and see what we got. So I got these. I was left with these little bits, and I thought we could have these as being belly bands going across the page, because so far I haven't made a belly band. So we've got these nice pockets that we can put on, and this is a little flip, a little tuck, sorry, that I wanted to use. So we've got them we can use. And then we've got all these lovely tags. I've got little tags out of it, and then lots of lovely journal cards. Oh, and some more pockets. And I've got little journal cards and big journal cards, and I think some of these are probably going to be a little bit too big. Oh no, they're going to be fine. That's good. Okay, cool. Because when I originally cut these out, I was cutting them out for a full-size journal, and then I was like, oh, it's not going to be a full-size journal. So yeah, okay, right. So we've got some nice big tags, and I want to see if that one fits in the front, but I'll have to wait for them pockets to dry first. And then we've got these, which are all the pockets that I cut out, and a little tuck. And then we've got the little tags, and oh, maybe they might fit into our coin envelope. Let's have a look. Let's see. Will they fit into the coin envelopes? Oh, just a scooch off. Maybe though I can trim those down on the sides, because they are literally just a scooch off. So yeah, I'm going to cut those down a little bit, just trim the sides, and then they can fit in there. So shall we do that first now, and then we've got that page finished. So I'm just going to trim tiny scooch off both sides, trying to keep it straight. And I'm going to do it on both sides because I don't want it to look skewy. Let's just check that and see if that fits. Oh yeah, perfect, isn't it? Great, cool. I love it when a plan comes together. Oh, who used to say that? Hannibal, out of the 18. I used to love that show when I was a kid. We used to marvel at how many times they would shoot the guns and how many bullets would be flying around, and yet nobody ever got shot. I love that. I miss that innocence sometimes, you know, innocent times when bad guys could be defeated without having to be beaten to a pulp. Or yeah, I think sometimes TV can be a bit too real these days. I miss that innocence when, oh, it fell off, when you could shoot 200 bullets and not one person got shot. Right, we need something on these, so I want to decorate them. So let's see, what do we have? We've got these two ladies. Are they going to be too tall? Oh, they're going to be just too tall, and I don't want to cut them down. I'll keep them for one of the other tags. We do have these little ladies. Now these came out of the sewing book, and I wanted to put these on the pages as decoration, but I suppose we could pick out a couple to put on these tags. Too much pink, but that looks okay there because it brings the pink of that rose out. Okay, you can go there. Let's find a nice colour for this. Too much green, tiny. Don't want blue. Let's see, we could have a neutral colour. Not happy with that. Not happy with that. I know I said too much green. Yeah, it is too much green. Let's see. Okay, let's just go wild with the colour. What about these ones? I kind of like them. Yeah, I like them. So you two are going to go there. These were just like I think they were supposed to be the shapes of dresses and the different ways you can change them by putting colours and things in there on. And I just, when I started cutting them out, I thought they are so sweet, and again very 60s 70s, so all in keeping. The only problem for me is that they are far too white, and you know me and white, I'm not that keen on it, so I'm gonna be a bit heavier with the distressing, just to get rid of some of that white and bring out some of those lovely brown colours. I'm gonna give you a bit of a tan there, darling. There we are. Yeah, I like that. Need something behind it, but I like it. Let's get you. Look, I'll give her brown hair. There we are. Oh, got dirty legs, do you? You need to get in the bath. Oh my word. Bit down there. Yeah, I like that. That's good. That's cool. Right, fabric. I kind of like this stuff as a background. Let's have a look and see what it looks like. Yeah, I kind of like that. That's quite nice. And I'm just going to cut out an higgledy-piggledy shape. It doesn't have to be perfect. I don't want the rose bit on it, so let's just go with it. Right, that's you done. Let's go a little bit of the rose. Let's cut that off. Okay, let's do this again. there we go. Yeah, there we are. Right, now you ladies, let's see, is it going to work with you as well? Yeah, I kind of like that. Okay, and I am not cutting in any particular straight line at all. I think that's there we go. Yeah, I like that. Yeah, I'm liking that. Okay, let's get these down. So what I might do is I might just glue straight onto the ladies, because this is quite an open net and the glue will go through and grip onto the to the tag and keep that nice net down. And I'm going to put lots of glue so it squidges. There we go. Right, let's place you where we want you. There we go. Let's squidgy our ladies down. It's okay if a little bit of glue comes out, because we can get rid of that. Yeah, that's working. That's really holding that down. There we are. Lovely. I'm going to snip that tiny little bit off at the bottom because it's bothering me. There we are. Perfect. Right, now we'll do the same with this one. And so I hope everybody's doing okay at the minute. It's absolutely boiling here. We had those windstorms a couple of days ago, and now we've got this heat and it's so humid. And it's just, yeah, it's sticky, but it's nice. I mean, sitting outside, it's lovely, nice fresh air. It's just on a night, you know, that humidity drives me crazy. Okay, ladies, I think we are done. I'm not going to put a topper on these because I'm quite happy with the way they're looking. Can we pop these straight in? Put you in that one. Okay, and we'll pop you in that one. Oh, look at that. And then they're just sticking the heads out of those pockets. I like that. That's really nice. Yeah. I'm going to leave them out though to dry because I don't want them sticking in because I have put a lot of glue on those tags. So I am going to call it a day there. I hope you've enjoyed helping me to make these pockets and the tags and little bits and pieces. And the next time I think we'll start decorating the journaling cards because I want to start putting some bits and pieces in. And I'm going to do a tutorial. I've been asked to do a tutorial on making this page, so I'm going to do that as well, which will be up in the next couple of days. And the flowers, these little flowers on the front, somebody asked me to do a tutorial with them, so I'll just do a quick tutorial with them and I'll just pop that up one of the days so that you can see how I do that. They're very simple, and again, one of those lovely things that you can sit and do on a night. You don't really need, you only need a little bit of glue, so you know, you can use a glue stick or you can use tacky glue, but sitting putting the petals together is you can just sit and do that on a night. It's great. So yeah, I'll do the tutorial for them as well. So next time we will do the journaling cards, and I hope that you've enjoyed it. I hope that you're keeping well and healthy, and take care everybody, and happy crafting. Bye.